over here in the red, named after a Pokemon,
GgoBooGie.
which means Squirtle. Now for our Zerg player in the blue, close proximity. His name rhymes with Aquarius. It's kind of hilarious.
Terius for you.
It also rhymes with Sagittarius, Tasteless.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Licking his lips there. He's hungry for victory. Okay, here we go again. Watch.
Here comes
Nerds, get out your notebooks. Good trick here. Peek, turn around. Now will the Protoss player remember to check?
Go probe. Probe.
Where's the probe? He's not going to check.
Huge mistake.
He's already scouting
Huge mistake.
south. So now, looks like the Overlord is not going to be spotted. I cannot believe the Protoss would, in one game, check, and in the other game, not check.
Yeah, well, he's checking now. It's a little bit late, though.
Now, take a look at this Overlord scouting pattern. He's going to go behind the Nexus.
Yeah.
You see the rally right there? Yep. He's going to actually be able to park behind the minerals. You cannot see an Overlord up there.
It is well hidden from view.
And it's really annoying because that way they can see exactly how many minerals you have. If they can't, for whatever reason, get an Overlord over your expansion, they will see you transfer probes if they are good at checking for stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great place to put an Overlord, especially against Protoss.
And again, Terius also spotted exactly what our Protoss player was doing last time and responded incorrectly. So let's see if this game is different.
You know, a lot of Zerg players actually don't even know that that's incorrect. We even saw Czech do that against Choya Foyu and lose last season, where he's like, no, I'll just make like roaches and lings and have no drones. No!
Stop
you
that.
can't have many drones to do it because it comes so quick,
Why
so you
would
have
you
to
do
make
that?
Zerglings.
How could you do this to your mother?
Oh, man, I swear. Yeah.
All right, we got a probe on the way. Just continuing to check. The drone, which is doing a little dance in between the two possible pylon planting locations at the bottom of the ramp that's there to stop a pylon block, but he doesn't have to worry about that. There is no forge.
And this game, luckily, we are going to see double gas from Squirtle. It can be quite frustrating to see Protosses just do that one build, as we saw Choya do a lot against Czech.
Warp Gate on the way. Chrono boosting out the Zealot, interestingly enough. I don't know if that...
Well, it's the reason, actually, for Chrono boosting is to get the Sentry out a little bit quicker.
Oh,
the Sentry's
that's
in
smart.
line. Yeah.
That's smart, because the Sentry's going to have more energy, too.
I've actually, some people have figured out.
Because I actually always Chrono boosted the... I'd either save that or... I only Chrono boost normally if I'm going to get rushed.
Nope.
That's interesting.
You got to be careful. If they make 6 Zerglings just attack, they can take out that first guy.
Stargate over here.
And the Overlord can see it. Wow. Squirtle making a lot of little mistakes so far.
You know what? This could have been avoided had he just checked to see where that Overlord is, because Squirtle probably thinks that there's no way that the Overlord could see the Stargate. But then again, as we saw in the previous game, Terius doesn't always respond properly to free intel.
That's quite true. And it looks like it's going to be the same build as Game 1 from Squirtle. So this game, he's not going to have rocks in his back that can be knocked down, so I think he's going to have a much easier time about it.
The thing about Terius is he's the kind of guy like you play rock, paper, scissors with, and you're like, I'm going rock, and he's like, oh yeah? Scissors. So hopefully we won't see that this game.
You're quite right, Tasteless, because he sees the Stargate, right? But he hasn't connected creep in between his main and natural, which you need to do to have your queens join up to fight a Void Ray. And yeah, so he's not making another queen either.
You know what? He did rally the Void Ray towards the Overlord. So maybe he did know. Or actually, he might have just rallied there to, hide it. But now he's like, oh, there's an Overlord there. He knows exactly what I'm doing.
I'm a little bit disturbed right now that he hasn't made another queen or connected his main and natural by creep. Why would you see a Void Ray coming and not do that? I'm trying to imagine. Well, now finally he's going to connect it by creep. But
the Void Ray's already going to get there.
Yeah. Still not making another queen.
This transitions into a 4 Warp Gate rush.
Yeah, and normally when you see one base Void Ray, you're going to want to make a trillion bajillion Speedlings, because if they expand, you're going to be good against that because they won't have as many sentries, and if they attack, you have your Zerglings. So that's actually a really good counter. Anyone, if you ever see that Void Ray, just make a bunch of Zerglings right then, because they're going to help in every situation.
Now, clearly our Zerg player likes his Void Rays. He didn't seem to do a lot with it, though, early on. He didn't go hunting for Overlords. There really weren't that many on the map, but that's at least one thing you can do. And now the Stalkers are out taking on some Zerglings. The rush has been triggered. This is not a rush from Protoss that develops too terribly well into the late game.
No.
It's really you're investing on a special timing attack, yeah.
And it's like a funny timing as well, because the Void Ray slows down the 4-gate a very, very lot.
He's going to charge it up on the rocks. I was going to say he needs to zap one of his units there. I don't know if Terius...
Oh, he mistimed it and lost its charge.
Oh, man, that's pretty bad.
Somehow I had a feeling that would happen, but he's still looking like he may break through. Terius not with a lot of units now.
Terius, I think, is actually dead, unless I'm mistaken. The Spine Crawler's about to be taken out here. Queens are gone. And, this is the thing about Terius I don't get. It's like he sees what his opponent's doing, and he just ends up
I think that he doesn't know what to do, because he actually saw a Void Ray Rush and then made Spine Crawlers. That's what a Void Ray Rush is good against. Spine Crawlers, their buildings. Void Rays kill those. So yeah, that definitely a huge mistake there. As I said, anyone at home that sees a spill is like, oh, it's too strong. Don't worry. Make a ton of Speedlings, and you will beat it.
I am still just completely baffled by Terius's, his inability to manage free information. You know what I mean? GG, I guess. I mean, this is definitely an educational game for us, but I'm a little bit startled that when a team is going to slow you, the guy would just react in that way. Squirtle, you baller, you move on.
Yes, he does. I gotta say, that was a down and dirty match, Faceless.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of misplays.
I think actually that might be, out of Code A and Code S, that might be the highest number of core plays
just completely
in GSL
wrong decisions
this season.
The thing is, a lot of these players, here's the truth of the matter. A lot of players, they're these newer players, and they are trying really hard. They are practicing really hard, and they become really good at certain things.
Yeah.
But they don't actually fully understand the game. It actually takes
that's
years
a good point.
and years and years and years to actually understand this stuff.
I mean, it reminds me of StarCraft 1 where you'd have some of these guys who were good at certain strategies, but they didn't even know why they were doing those strategies.
Exactly.
They had copied them from somebody who was smarter than them, and oftentimes you could just change your build. And then, I don't know why my good strategy
is not working. They just keep doing it, and they wouldn't know why they lose. No, that's a very common thing in StarCraft.
Yeah.
It's an extremely complicated game. We've actually played for like 12 years, so
StarCraft 1.
That's
now
certainly
StarCraft 2.
one reason. I mean, all that carries right over. So
we are alpha nerds down here.
Yeah.
Spitting truth.
I hope you guys left some good questions, by the way. I'm going to be interviewing.
I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Squirtle pretty quickly here. So, not a lot of questions.
Wow, there's only 5.
Yeah.
Better hurry and post those questions.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh it a couple more times. But yeah. Let's see. What else is there to talk about?
There's really not much, man.
There's probably a lot of angry nerds out there. They're like, Artosis said that the 1 gas 4 warp gate rush is like really simple. He's so biased. No, actually, I play Protoss now. What's up?
Yeah, he does play Protoss, actually.
Hey, yeah, I've been playing Protoss for a while
it's
now.
It's actually been hilarious. Yeah, we've actually been.
No one really knows
Everybody's
yet.
been saying that Artosis has been biased for Zerg, but actually he's been playing Protoss for like over a month. So,
well, not quite that long, but I've been playing it for a while, you guys. So, I actually know exactly what's going on. This is the easiest build in the entire world. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Interview coming up.
Don't go anywhere.